In the village of Umuoka, there lived a young woman named Amarachi, short, soft-faced, round like the moon, with a body heavy and slow. Her breaths came in short, uneven pants as she walked, her thick arms and sturdy legs struggling under the weight of her own longing. She wasn't ugly, but she wasn't the girl anyone turned to admire. Not the girl whose smile could make hearts skip. Not the girl whose steps could draw eyes from across the square. And Amarachi hated it. Every glance she missed. Every whispered compliment given to someone else. Every laugh that was not meant for her. Her dream was simple, yet it pressed on her chest like a storm cloud ready to burst. She wanted to be admired, desired, chosen. Especially now, with the annual moon festival approaching, the one night the prince would step out to select his future queen. Her heart ached at the thought of walking past him, invisible, unnoticed, blending into the crowd like dust in the wind. Every day she watched the other girls in the village, slender, elegant, waists that curved like river bends, smiles that could stop a man mid-step. They moved gracefully, laughed effortlessly, carried themselves as if the world already belonged to them. Amarachi admired them from a distance, her eyes tracing their effortless beauty, her own reflection in the small, cracked mirrors at home mocking her. Round cheeks, soft chin, a belly she could not hide, arms thick as tree branches. She knew she could never step into their light, could never draw the same gazes, the same whispers of admiration. And yet, deep within her, a fire burned, a dangerous, delicate flame she whispered only to the night sky. One day I will catch the prince's eye. One day he will see me, not the ordinary heavy girl everyone ignores, but me, Amarachi. One day I will sit on the throne as the queen of this land. It was a secret she dared not speak aloud, not to her friends, not to her family, not even to herself. But in the quiet corners of her mind, in the hush before sleep, she nurtured it like a fragile blossom, watering it with hope, daring it to grow. This desire, this longing, it was everything. And she would let nothing, not ridicule, not failure, not her own reflection, stand in its way. This year would be different. This year, Amarachi had vowed with every fiber of her being, the prince will choose me, no one else, me. And she would do whatever it took to make sure of it.
One evening, while sitting alone by the river, she met an old traveler wrapped in blue cloth. He watched her cover her stomach in shame and said softly, "If beauty is what you seek, I can give you a mirror that transforms you every morning. But do not let pride live in your heart, for this mirror gives beauty and takes it back with vengeance." Amarachi didn't even think twice. She took the mirror. That night, she slept hugging it. The next morning, she lifted the mirror. A soft breeze blew. Golden dust wrapped around her, and her reflection changed. Her waist pulled in like magic. Her stomach flattened. Her round face sharpened. Her skin glowed like she bathed in honey. She gasped. By afternoon, she was unrecognizable. Villagers stared. Men tripped trying to talk to her. Women whispered her name like a spell. She became the village tea-body queen overnight. And admiration became her new addiction. Pride slipped into her heart quietly, like a thief. Soon, Amarachi began mocking others openly. She laughed loudly at the obese girl she once resembled, You better stop eating yam, unless you want to roll like a drum forever. She insulted older women. Auntie, it's not your fault. Beauty expired for you. She mocked young girls who admired her. Not everyone is destined to be fine. Accept your fate. She even rejected her childhood friend, Chisum. Don't walk beside me. People will think we are the same type. The old man's warning became a distant memory. 3 days before the moon festival, the village women were gathered around the market square preparing for the event. Baskets of vegetables lined the floor, children playing around, and laughter floated through the air. Then Ata Rara arrived. Ata Rara was everything Amarachi used to be. Short, round-cheeked, soft, shy eyes, arms thick like yam tubers, a waist that had long given up on curves. She walked slowly, holding her wrapper tightly to hide her belly. She was sweating, even though the morning was cool. She stopped when she saw Amarachi, slim, glowing, waist snatched like a goddess crafted her with bare hands. Aurora tried to smile. Amarachi, you're looking beautiful, she whispered. Amarachi turned slowly, staring at her from head to toe. Then she smirked, and her voice sliced the air like a blade. Aurora, is that you or your shadow? Because the person standing here looks like she ate a fat, short, stinky mouse. The whole market froze. Aurora's face fell. Her fingers trembled. But Amarachi wasn't finished. She took 3 slow steps around Aurora, circling her like a judge examining a prisoner. Then she tapped Aurora's stomach with one long, polished finger. Tap, tap, tap. Aurora, how many moons are you carrying inside there? Or is that where you hide the village's leftover pounded yam? Women gasped. Men chuckled nervously. Aurora held her wrapper tighter. Please, Amarachi, don't insult me. But Amarachi laughed. A loud, proud, thunderous laughter. You better pray the prince doesn't see you, because if he does, he might think the festival is today and you're the masquerade we invited. People tried to hold in their laughter, but Amarachi's cruelty made it impossible. Someone snorted. Another covered her mouth. A group of boys burst into loud cackles. Aurora's eyes filled with tears. She tried to walk away, but Amarachi stepped in front of her. Wait, don't go, she said playfully. I want to take a picture of you in my mind, so that when I'm crowned the prince's queen, I'll remember what failure looks like. Aurora choked on her tears and ran, stumbling, dropping her basket. Yams rolled across the ground like little insults following her. And Amarachi, she tossed her hair, placed a hand on her tiny waist, and said with pride, Some people were born to be admired. Others were born to be warnings. The crowd murmured. Some admired her confidence. Others hated her arrogance. But no one said a word. It was that moment, that exact cruelty, that sealed Amarachi's fate. The mirror saw it, and the punishment that awaited her would be 10 times worse. Finally, the annual moon festival arrived. Amarachi woke up with excitement buzzing in her veins. Today was the day the prince would choose his queen. She ran to her magical mirror. Beautify me, she commanded. But the mirror didn't glow. Instead, she saw something frightening. A crack. A thin crack at the corner. Her reflection looked slightly distorted. Nothing too terrible, but not as perfect as before. Panic rose in her throat. Fix it! Fix me! She screamed. The mirror flickered, tried, but the beauty it produced that morning was weaker, uneven, strange. Still, Amarachi shrugged. At least my figure 8 is still there, she said proudly, and she left for the festival. Before we continue with the story, kindly do me a quick favor by clicking the subscription button. Thanks. The festival lights glowed bright. Drums beat. The prince stood tall and smiling. Amarachi walked in with her usual arrogance. Heads turned. But not in admiration. In confusion. Then in shock. Her beauty was melting, right before their eyes. The cracked mirror had begun its punishment. Her waist folded awkwardly. Her once flat stomach puffed out unevenly. Her face twisted, one side sharp, the other swollen. Her skin rippled like waves on water. People gasped. Women whispered, "Is she cursed?" Men stepped back. Then the worst happened. A little girl Amarachi had once mocked stepped forward and whispered loudly, "Auntie, beauty expired for you too." The crowd burst into laughter, the same laughter Amarachi once used to destroy others. She ran, crying, begging, covering her face.
When she reached home, she grabbed the mirror, screaming, "Give it back! Give me back my beauty!" The mirror flickered, and the face that appeared wasn't hers. It was the old man, now younger, glowing, powerful. And he said, "Beauty borrowed with pride is beauty returned with shame." The mirror shattered into dust. And Amarachi? She didn't become ugly, no. She became exactly what she used to mock. A shifting, exaggerated version of her worst insecurities. A face that changed depending on her thoughts. Whenever pride rose, her reflection twisted even more. A living reminder of what pride does. Moral lessons. Beauty without humility becomes a curse. Mocking others is mocking your future self. What you use to hurt others will return to hurt you. Admiration is sweet, but pride is poisonous. Every blessing can become a burden when the heart grows arrogant. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video as this channel needs your help to grow. Thanks.